Probably the funniest thing that is what my grandfather told me. Bill actually got involved in radio when he was 14 years old, and he started his own radio station in Air, Massachusetts. And my grandfather still remembers the day that the FCC came to the door. He was actually broadcasting over like 10 miles with his radio station. And he was advertising for everybody in town, so he already had a niche from when he was 14 years old. And I mean, I've still got pictures at home and stuff of Bill and the next door neighbor actually broadcasting. So, and what ended up happening is that they told my grandfather that if he didn't, they actually thought it was my grandfather running this station, not my, not his 14-year-old son. And my grandfather ended up going out with an axe and cutting the cable to the tower, so they cut off the radio station. But he made some pretty big headlines back then. I mean, it was all the newspapers and everything else, and the article's still actually out there. It's on the internet in a few places that you can actually find it. But that and some of the other stuff that has impressed me about Bill is Bill was like a little kid, If you told Bill he couldn't do something, all right, it just made Bill want to do things more. I mean, people would say, "Well, you can't do that," and they'd say, "Watch me," And I mean, people would be amazed at what he did. "Oh, you can't bring this band in here." He said, "Watch me," And I mean, he brought bands in places and brought people to places that, they never really imagined they'd ever be before, and he made things happen, he knew everybody, he was involved in TV, he was just in the right place at the right time, always it seemed, and I mean, he made a pretty good name for himself. He brought up a lot of bigger artists besides just Kiss. I mean, there was Billy Idol, Billy Squier, there was Toby Bow, Virgin, Angel, I mean, Stars. I mean, there was just so many people that he worked with over the years that it's just amazing what he accomplished in his lifetime.